All right, whoa. What is up, everyone? What's going on? How is everyone doing today? What a day it is. What a crazy day today is. I'm going to explain everything before we get started here. So don't worry, that's the purpose of this video, even though technically this is a pre-stream. This is also going to be an explanation of what the holy hell is going on. Because the bottom line is, there's a lot of confusion right now. There's a lot of crazy shit that happened today. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you're doing well. The stream chat is going bananas. Everyone on the internet is going crazy. Allow me to explain what is going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Today is March 23rd, 2016 in the United States. However, right now it is currently March 24th, 2016 in Japan. Because of the time zone difference, they are way ahead. In fact, it's funny because I live on the west coast of the United States, and Japan is closer to me than I used to be when I lived on the east coast. So actually the time zone difference, even though we physically are living closer, is further away because of the way that time zones work. That's really confusing, isn't it? So, allow me to explain everything here so everyone knows what's going on. In Japan, today, right now, Dark Souls 3 has been released. Dark Souls 3 is live in Japan. Okay? So, technically, if anyone in the United States had an imported Xbox One, or bought an imported version of Dark Souls 3 in full Japanese, etc., they would be able to play the game. Of course, I don't have a Japanese Xbox One, and I don't even know if I set my region on my Xbox One to play Japanese games if it would work. I'm not sure if that's how it works or not, if this console is fully region free or not. I'm not up on the technical specifics, because the bottom line is 99% of the time I probably would not import a game from Japan anyway, unless it was not going to be available in the United States. Okay, so here's what happened with this game. The game released, Dark Souls 3, it released today in Japan, but for some reason they decided they weren't going to release the game in the United States, or Europe I guess, until April 12th, which is 1 to 3 weeks. About 3 weeks away, a little shorter than 3 weeks, right? I don't know why they made this decision. Maybe they just thought it would be funny that the Japanese get the game early, because the bottom line is the English version of the game is done and ready. It's actually 100% completed and ready for sale. If you don't believe me, you're going to find out in a moment, because I'll explain what's going on. So I had absolutely no plans of playing Dark Souls 3 until April 12th, because that's when my localized version was being released. I mean, the bottom line is I could play the Japanese version of Dark Souls 3. I could do that right now, actually. Of course, it would be pretty hard to figure anything out, like the stats on an item, anything. It would all be in Japanese. So I'd probably be staring at a screen and be like, what the hell am I looking at? You know? So I was going to wait till April 12th. Okay, April 12th. I wake up this morning, early actually. I had to use the bathroom really badly, which happens sometimes. You wake up in the morning like, oh God. I ran to the bathroom. Using the bathroom, as I'm using it, I just happen to open up my phone. I said, what the hell? Check emails, check some emails. Alright, what else is going on? I'll check Twitter, see if anything happened overnight. And I'm not even kidding you. The moment that I opened Twitter, it refreshed, and Static Veins, who was one of the moderators on my forums, said, Phil, you've got to know something is going on right now on the internet. It's crazy. No one would have ever thought this was going to happen. Dark Souls 3 is available right now. Like, what the hell? Let me read further, right? He says, you've got to use this method. I'll give you a link, but there's also a thread on the forums. All right, let me figure this out. So I click on it and I start reading up. So apparently here's what's happened, ladies and gentlemen. Microsoft fucked up. Microsoft has no idea what they're doing, which is pretty funny to me. They really have absolutely no clue what the hell they're doing. And here's what's happened. For Japanese Xbox One, Dark Souls 3 is now live. So if you have Japanese Xbox One, you can import the game. You can actually get it digitally. You can play it on full Japanese, all right? I don't know how someone figured this out, but someone found a loophole, all right? Because that's exactly what it is. It's just a loophole in the system. If you purchase Dark Souls 3 for the Japanese Xbox One on Japanese Xbox Live, and then you switch from Japanese Xbox Live to English Xbox Live, or I guess in this case American, North American, United States region, you could download Dark Souls 3. Wow. So you could play the game on the American Xbox One. Now, I haven't even booted the game yet. As you can see, it actually just stopped downloading before I started pre-stream. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I actually have no idea, okay? But supposedly this is supposed to be the English version. And what I mean by that is it's not in Japanese. It's fully in English, English dialogue, English subtitles, English menus, English everything, which basically means this game was ready for sale today, but for whatever reason, From Software said, we just want to hold off and give the Japanese market advance time to play the game. Which is ridiculous. Why is there not still worldwide release? You know what I mean? Why are there not worldwide releases? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense at all. Why are there not worldwide releases of games? There should be, especially when the game's fucking done. I could see if this game was not localized yet. If it was not in English, right? Then, okay, if it's not ready, it's not in English, it's not ready to be played or, you can't read it, then take time and then it comes out later. JRPGs, huge for this, right? Some of them come out years later. They come out at localized markets. Why the hell is Dark Souls 3 coming out 2.5 to 3 weeks later everywhere but Japan? It's kind of an elitist thing, in my opinion, I think. They wanted to give the Japanese a head start so they can say, oh, we got it first. I think that's fucking ridiculous. I do. Okay? Now, here's the deal. A lot of people, oh my god, Phil is breaking street date. No, I'm not. Because guess what? This is the Japanese game. I paid for it in Japanese yen. I actually had to purchase Microsoft point cards from the Japanese store to have yen so that I could purchase the game. Everything here's Japanese. Everything. So I'm not breaking street date at all. And the bottom line is, a lot of people are saying, Phil, why are you doing this? There's two reasons. Number one, because I'm dying to play Dark Souls 3. I mean, everyone, let's face it, is antsy to see Dark Souls 3. Everyone is. Alright? Number two, because, unfortunately, there's hundreds of people playing this game on YouTube right now. Hundreds. And they're uploading full playthroughs. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit that the market for gameplay is so cut fucking throat, right? That people are so desperate for money and attention and views that we've got to find underhanded means to play these fucking games. And the bottom line is, do you really think I wanted to be up since 9 this morning and spend almost 4 hours trying to figure out how to get this to work? Fuck no. I wanted to sleep, I wanted to wake up, I wanted to have a normal day, but instead, here I am, acting crazy to try to get this, because the bottom line is, I have a business to operate, and because these assholes rush out and find ways to get shit early, unfortunately, I have to follow suit, or else, let's face it, how many people who want to see me play Dark Souls 3, right, are going to care in 3 weeks when 4,000 people have already uploaded full fucking playthroughs of the game, and a lot of people have already played the game for themselves. It sucks. I hate this. I really do hate this. I don't like this new world. When I used to when I started on YouTube, it was like, you wake up, you go buy the game at the store, you come home, everyone's playing it at the same time, you upload, it's fun, you're sharing your gameplay experience. Now it's like, how can I get the drop on every other motherfucker so I'll get the views and the money, the YouTube money? It's bullshit. It really is bullshit. I don't agree with it. I'm pissed that I had to fucking spend 4 hours this morning. So allow me to explain how I'm going to handle this, because I'm not going to be doing it the way that you think I am. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are saying, Phil is doing this only for the views. He's going to rush in and play the whole game within 3 days. It's all he's going to play for a week to get insane views on YouTube. Wrong. Wrong. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to play it today for a bit. Only about 2.5 hours at this point, because you see how late the stream is, right? Probably around 2.5, maybe 3. Maybe I'll go a little bit later. All right, we'll see. But I'm only going to be playing it for a little bit. A few hours. Tonight, I'm not playing Dark Souls 3. Tonight, I'm going to play some Pokken offline. I'm not going to stream it. I'm going to do some Pokken tournament, just like I had originally planned. I was going to do it on stream today. Instead, I'll do it offline. I'm probably going to play with Sceptile and do some more of the story and try to get as far as I can, okay? So, that's the deal, all right? Tomorrow, I may play more of this, and I'm thinking I may do 2 sessions, so that way I'll be in maybe, 6 hours of gameplay or whatever into Dark Souls 3. And that's it. Then I'm going to take a break, because guess what? I had already promised my patrons this month that I was playing Persona 3. And sorry, but getting cheap views on an advanced playthrough is not more important to me than living up to the expectations of my patrons. And I promised my patrons that there was a Persona 3 playthrough coming this week. Okay? And that's the deal. I'm gonna live up to that promise. I'm not gonna go back and all of a sudden change everything. I'm gonna stick, I'm gonna stand up to what I said. Okay? So here's the deal. Today I'm playing Dark Souls 3. I'm gonna play for a few hours. I'm gonna upload those videos. We'll have a little advanced screening of the game. Okay? Tonight I'm gonna do more Pokken offline. But tonight I'm actually going to upload the conclusion of my Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD playthrough. Okay? Tomorrow I'll probably play more Dark Souls and I'll upload some Pokken videos. This coming Friday. This Friday, ladies and gentlemen, Persona 3 premieres. And I'm living up to the promises. It will be a full stream, around 3 to 4 hours of gameplay. Oh, by the way, I'm also doing Persona 3 on Saturday. Excuse me. So, yeah, even though some things have shifted this week, even though I'm not doing main gameplay streams of Pokken Tournament like I had originally planned, I'm still going to be playing Persona 3 on purpose because I want to live up to the promises to the people who, deserve the goal, the actual goal reward from Patreon, okay? Now, here's the thing. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to basically play it by ear. I'm going to play Dark Souls 3 for a couple sessions, okay? Now, some people already had advanced copies of this game. If you don't know, From Software decided to pick who they felt were the chosen few great Dark Souls streamers. Again, very elitist. A very unfair business practice as well for people who do gameplay as a business. But whatever, From Software will do whatever they want. And they chose the elite, and they sent them copies of this game and said, you can stream and upload the first third of the game. Which I guess is up to, say, the 4th area or so. People have been telling me there's a boss in the game called Lorien. And apparently, once you beat that boss, that's about 1/3 through the game, and that's where From Software kind of said, stop, don't go any further. We don't want people spoiling too much of the game in advance. Okay? So the bottom line is in the next 2 days, I'm probably going to be playing, and if I get to that boss, I will stop. I don't know if I'm going to get to that boss within the first 2 days of gameplay. Probably not, knowing how long these Dark Souls games typically are. Okay? So, I'm going to play this for 2 sessions, and then I'm going to hold off. And I'm going to see what happens. Because you absolutely know full well that there are people who are going to do a full playthrough of this game within a day. That they'll have the entire fucking game up on YouTube within 1 day. Tomorrow, the 100% completion. I know it. I just know it. There are people who won't sleep. People, because this is it for them. This is their chance at fame, right? Let's beat the whole game in 1 day and upload the fucking playthrough in advance before anyone else had a chance. And I'm going to play it by ear, and I'm going to see what happens to these people. I'm going to see how, how destroyed they get by YouTube's copyright system and all of that. Maybe From Software will say, well, Microsoft fucked up. They opened the floodgates. Everyone in America is getting the game. Everyone in Europe is getting the game, so it's Microsoft's fault. Fuck it, just let everyone upload whatever they want. And if they say that, then fine. Then maybe next week, I'll go hardcore into Dark Souls 3, and I'll play the living shit out of it, and I'll, just as if it were the new release of April, and I'll try to get through it. Okay? But chances are that probably people who go past that 1/3 point of the game that From Software already kind of said don't do it might get slammed and destroyed. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to basically, like I said, reserve myself to not play past that until I see what happens to everyone else. So if everyone else gets fucked, then I know, well, hold off. I've gotten, a few hours into the game. I'll hold off until April 12th when the game's officially released, and then I'll play through it and finish it. So this is kind of, think of it this way. This is an advanced preview of Dark Souls 3. It's not really the playthrough. It's the advanced preview of Dark Souls 3, where I'm going to be playing the first few areas for a couple days, and then we'll hold off. I'll be playing with Persona 3. I'll be playing Pokken Tournament. I'll be doing other stuff. Next week, there's a strong rumor that Street Fighter V might be getting its first expansion content. Okay, so I'll be doing that. And if anything happens here, all right, in regards to people getting shut down by copyrights or whatever, I'll know not to continue going. Okay? So that's the bottom line, everyone. That's how I'm handling it. A few hours today, a few hours tomorrow, and then holding off for a while. Because I'll be honest as well, I'm in no big rush. I like the Dark Souls games. I'm in no huge rush to get through the game. I'm not. I'd like to play at my own pace. And the bottom line is I've got other stuff going on. I'm right in the middle of Pokken Tournament, which I really like, and I want to play it more. And I don't want that experience to get soured now just because there's another game out that people want to see and I want to play. I want to balance what I'm doing. And Persona 3, I'm very excited to start up with. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, everyone in the stream chat is going absolutely chaotic. Absolutely chaotic. So just to clarify, yes, there's more Pokken Tournament tomorrow. You'll see videos of that because I'm going to play that tonight. Yes, the conclusion of Twilight Princess is going live today as well. Yes, there will be Persona 3. Everything that I've promised is going to happen. Just because there's streaming shifting around for 2 days doesn't mean that, everything's going to get screwed over, okay? So just forewarning everyone and let everyone know, I don't want everything to get soured. And I had no plans of playing this, but shit happens. And it sucks. It sucks that, gameplay, enjoying games, which used to be something that was done for fun, is now a cutthroat fucking industry and business where people will try to find these crazy means to play shit early. And I had no intentions of playing the game early until I found out that there were hundreds of people already fucking doing so. I just gotta kind of shake my head and say, well, whatever. Whatever. All right. All right, everyone. Well, let us begin. Let us begin with the chaos that will be Dark Souls 3. Okay? I see people are going nuts in the stream chat as well about certain things. Oh, my God. Phil, where's the face cam? Oh, my God. Where is the face cam? Where is it? Here it is. But I don't know. It looks all right, I think. I could probably zoom it in one more time, but I don't know if it'll look any better than this. Okay, let's look. What if I zoomed it in one more time? That's a little better. Okay, we'll keep it like that. There's your face cam for my freakouts when I die. It's just like all the other, Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne. Yes, of course. It's all, this is easy now. I've got it down to a science where I could do it like this, because the only thing is I have to get my, little keyboard for when I die. I need my little keyboard to update the death count. But outside of that, it should be pretty easy to do everything here. So, all right, fair enough. Everyone ready for the beginning of Dark Souls 3? I'm really not. I'm tired. I'm honest. I'm tired. I wasn't expecting to get up so early today and be up. I was supposed to, I still had another hour of sleep, and I wasn't expecting to spend 3 fucking hours trying to figure out how to get this to work. And the bottom line is we could boot this right now, and it could be in all Japanese. I'm not even kidding you. Like, it could be, because I haven't booted it yet. I don't even know if the rumors are true that people are saying that this is the English version. I don't even know if it's true, but we're going to find out, okay? All right, ladies and gents, let's start. Here we go.